The ceiling and the floor for all 32 NFL teams. Let's get right into this, boys. So, starting off right away, this is CBS who posted this, by the way. So, I'm always iffy about CBS. Their quarterback rankings, if you guys have not seen, goes Patrick Mahomes, Brock. No, none of that. That's NFL content. Patrick Mahomes, then Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy is the second best quarterback according to CBS. I think Joe's like number 8 or 9. Like, it's CBS is CBS. All right. Arizona Cardinals, 7-10 missed the playoffs is their ceiling. So that's the best. By the way, ceiling is the best of the best. Floor is the worst that they will go. So the best and the worst. 5-12 and missed the playoffs is the worst. I think the worst the Cardinals could go this season, probably 3-14. Their best that they could go this season, I think, is 10-7. I don't know. I'm not really as high as other people are on the Cardinals. There's a lot of people who think the Cardinals are going to be a great team this year, and I think they would be a lot better. But with losing Marquise Brown, losing Rondell Moore, losing Zach Ertz, yes, they get Marvin Harrison Jr., he's great, but I'm not really sold too much on that team. So I think that their floor is, again, like I said, 3-14. I think their ceiling would be 7-10, and I think they could make the playoffs. I think it's very possible. Atlanta Falcons, 11-6 and win the NFC South, or 8-9 and miss the playoffs. Okay, well, I disagree with that completely. I think the floor is not anywhere close to 8-9. I think the floor is like 6-10 or 6-11. Excuse me, 6-11 is their floor. I would say their ceiling. See, they're interesting because the NFC is so weak. I feel like anyone could technically take over the NFC. I'm gonna say that their ceiling is 12-5 because I don't have faith in them, but it doesn't matter. You're in the NFC. You're not in the AFC. You don't have to worry about the Chiefs, the Bills, the Dolphins, the Bengals, the Ratbirds, the SKYLER somehow doing something magical. Like, you don't have to worry about all these teams. You're in a kitty cat division. Like, you're in a Kid Academy division. Like, you don't got to worry about that. So, Falcons could do anything. Ratbirds. Ceiling is 13-4 and win the Super Bowl. Ceiling, I would give them 13-4, and I'd have them choking in the divisional round of the playoffs because Lamar Jackson's the playoff choke. 11-6 is their floor. That's not now. No. I think their floor is 10-7. 10-7 floor. Ceiling 13-4. I agree with that. I don't think their ceiling is to win a Super Bowl. Not with what we saw the other night versus the Chiefs. And I know, listen, it's week 1. You got to take out of consideration. It's, week 1's always sloppy, okay? Week 1's never perfect. You can't take the running back out of the running back. I'm sorry. You're not going far with a running back. Last year, you got lucky. You got a first-round bye. You get to play C.J. Stroud in a playoff game where you just came off a crazy, insane playoff game. The guy's a rookie. You got very lucky in that situation. Be blessed you got lucky, okay? If you would have went through for a 3 playoff run, I don't think you would have been in the situation you were in. Buffalo Bills, 12-5, wins the AFC East, and wins the Super Bowl. Reaches the Super Bowl. Okay, hey, hold up. Notice how they didn't say that they're, so they could have said, now that we know the Bills won, they could have said that the Ratbirds, 13-4, win the AFC North and win the Super Bowl. So they're saying that they don't think their ceiling is them winning the AFC North. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, hey, Bills could do it. 100%. I think the floor, I'd say 9-8 for the floor for the Bills is pretty accurate. Panthers 6-11 and missed the playoffs. I don't think that. I think their ceiling, honestly, I think their ceiling is 8-9. 8-9, 9-8. Missed the playoffs, yeah, but that's still, they could easily do it. 3-14, missed the playoffs. I think their floor is 0-17. I know a team hasn't gone 0-17 in forever, but I think they could. Team has never gone 0-17. 0-16 has been, but 0-17 has not happened. They could be the first team. Chicago Bears ceiling is 9-8 and missed the playoffs. Wow. You can tell Nick Wright does not work for CBS. Nick Wright would have himself an absolute conniption reading this article. He would probably file a lawsuit for defamation after reading this article. 9-8 and missed the playoffs. With all the love affairs for people thinking that the Bears are going to be the best team in the league, I love this article so much. Because keep in mind, Nick Wright thinks that the Chiefs and the Bears will play the Super Bowl this year. 6-11 and miss the playoffs. I would say I think the Bears, arguably 10-7, make the playoffs. Their floor, I would say, probably 5-12. So kind of similar to what they have. Cincinnati Bengals 12-5, win the AFC North, and reach the Super Bowl. I just love the fact that they're not giving the Ratbirds the chance to win the AFC North. Oh, they said reach the Super Bowl. I hate you so much, CBS Sports. You see what CBS Sports does? You see what they do. You see this crap, right? Reach. Yeah, you gave the Ratbirds the win, huh? Let's give myself a splinter. Dang it! Okay, that actually hurts bad. 10-7 and lose in the wild card round. 11-6 floor. Our ceiling, I think, is honestly 14-3, 15-2. 15-2, I'd say our ceiling. Win the AFC North, yes. Win the Super Bowl. Shut up, CBS Sports. 10-7, lose in the divisional. 11-6, our bottom is losing the AFC Championship game to the Chiefs. That's our floor. Wow, they are higher on the Browns. We said, if it's brown, flush it down. They said, turn it around and stomp it on the ground. But then don't do that because we actually think they're going to be a good team. I don't know. 12-5, win the AFC. Oh, whoo. Wow. Wow. Ah, whoa. What that says, win the AFC North. I haven't done it yet. They have not done that yet. The last time they won the division was 1987. So you're going to... Wait, hold up. So you're saying their ceiling is to win the AFC North, go 12-5, and win a playoff game. The funny thing is, right, it's very possible that we go 14-3 or 13-4. Very possible the Ratbirds go 12-5. I mean, maybe the Browns do go 12-5 in the end. I don't think they will. Let's say they did. It's very possible they end up third place in our division with that 12-5 record. Floor at 9-8. I think their ceiling, by the way, is 10-7. I think that their floor is 6-11. Missed the playoffs. Dallas Cowboys 12-5 reached the conference championship game. On what universe? Listen, death, taxes, and the Cowboys getting knocked out of the playoffs. That's what we get every single year, okay? Stop trying to change the CBS. Death, taxes, and Cowboys losing first round of the playoffs. 9-8 missed playoffs, okay. Denver Broncos 6-11, bruh. You know what I think about when the other night when Cam Newton got raided by Brandon Perna, and they said Perna raid, and Cam goes, "Who the fluff is Perna?" What CBS Sports is saying right now. 6-11, I disagree with that. I think that they could go like maybe 8-9. I think 8-9 is pretty accurate. I would say 8-9, and honestly, I'm gonna put 6-11 as their floor. I think 6-11 and 8-9. They're gonna be pretty much a middle of the pack team. Detroit Lions 13-4 reach Super Bowl. Okay, 10-7 losing the wild card. Green Bay Packers. Oh, I feel so bad for Tom Grossi. Man, you gotta feel bad for Tom Grossi right now. 12-5 win NFC North. Oh, man, dang, that's just painful. And they have them losing in the NFC Championship game, so that's like the age-old Aaron Rodgers mentality. 13-4 for the Texans, win the AFC South and reach the conference championship. 8-9 missed playoffs. Okay. Colts 11-6 win the AFC South. 7-10 missed playoffs. And for the most part, I do kind of agree with a lot of these. Jacksonville Jaguars 11-6 win the AFC South and 8-9 missed playoffs. I put their floor a lot less than that, but I'm not going to argue that. Chiefs 14-3 lose the Super Bowl. Oh, that's crazy. Why would you say that? 11-6 and losing the conference championship to who? Yup. Raiders 7-10 missed playoffs. 3-14 missed playoffs. Chargers 10-7 losing wildcard round. Charger it up, baby. 7-10 missed playoffs. Rams 11-6 losing division round and 8-9 missed playoffs. Miami Dolphins 12-5 AFC East and reached the conference championship game. 9-8 and missed the playoffs. Minnesota Vikings, man, they went through too much this offseason. There's no way they should have gone through that much. Patriots, yeah, guys, I'll agree with that. Saints, I don't know what to expect from the Saints. I really don't. Giants, oh, the Jets, 12-5 and 9-8. Eagles, that second half collapse might be crazy. Pittsburgh SKYLERs, 11-6 win the playoff game, 9-8 and missed the playoffs. 49ers left 13-4 win the Super Bowl, 11-6 and lose the first playoff game. Seattle Seahawks 10-7 losing the wild card round, or 6-11 and miss the playoffs. Tampa Bay Buccaneers 10-7 or 8-9. Okay, Tennessee Titans. I mean, again, like for the most part, I don't think they did a bad job with a lot of these. Some of them I think are ridiculous. The Browns winning the AFC North is like a clown show at this point. But guys, tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. Who does?